Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to continue our testing of this BCM 556 AR15. Now, in our previous video, there seems to be a bit of confusion by some folks as to what the point of this testing is. Some people were saying, oh, this has already been done by Iraq veteran, or it's already been done by AK Operators Union, and actually, no, it hasn't. To those folks, I would say you don't understand what we're trying to accomplish here. So let me try to explain it a little bit better. So the AR-15 is a rifle that people say it poops where it eats, that the gun is dirty by its very nature because of its direct gas impingement. And we have a whole video talking about direct gas impingement and whether or not this rifle truly is, whatever. The gun dumps carbon back into its own action. So how much of a detriment is that to the gun? Now, if you take a look at what Eric has done with his meltdown tests, he takes the guns out and runs them until heat kills them in an unrealistic test. It's purely for entertainment. Great entertainment, and there's data points to be gathered there, but it's not something anybody's going to actually do to their rifle. They're not going to go out and take a machine gun and pop the barrel off of it because they just run mag after mag after mag after mag after mag. So this test isn't that. This isn't Rob Ski's test. Rob Ski does a limited 5,000 round test, and he takes the guns apart, looks at them very closely after every 1,000 rounds, wipes them down, looks for damage, cleans them up, lubes them, and continues his test until he hits 5,000 rounds and he stops. Now, in the case of Eric, when he's doing the heat destruction tests, dumping magazines, a direct gas impingement rifle like this will make it to about 1,000 rounds before the barrel lets go, the gas tube lets go, or something like that. We're already past 1,000 rounds from our first test. We're 1,005 rounds, and this rifle is nowhere near destruction. So it's nothing like what Eric's doing. And what we're going to do is not clean this rifle. We're going to shoot it. It's an open-ended test, and we're going to shoot it until carbon or parts breakage stops the gun from functioning reliably. Again, we're trying to see how far the AR-15 can go using quality ammunition, in this case, Federal 223 and some Wolf Gold. How far can it go before the carbon gets to it, or parts failure? Okay? So that's the whole point of this test and why it's nothing like the other tests being done by Eric and AK Operators Union. So in our last test, we sealed the gun up. We fired 1,000 rounds and sealed the gun up. We have the 4/11 date here from the last video. We're going to go ahead and crack the seal on it. We're not going to wipe anything down, apply no lubrication. We're just going to resume shooting. Now, we do listen to what you guys have to say in terms of suggestions, and you guys had some great suggestions. One of the suggestions was to see how the testing affects the accuracy long term. So we're going to go ahead and break the action open here, get the tape off of it, get it ready to shoot. We're going to take the Trijicon MRO off, and we're going to take a Trijicon 6-power magnified optic, put that on here, and we're going to zero the gun with some Wolf ammunition, and we're going to shoot a 10-shot group, and then periodically through our testing, which could go all summer. I mean, this could go 20,000 rounds or more before we finally cause the gun to stop. We don't know. That's why we're here testing this. But we'll periodically stop and do an accuracy test and see how this type of testing is affecting the performance of the rifle in that regard. Now, keep in mind, guys, we're doing 5 30-round magazines, and we're stopping and letting the barrel cool down. Again, this isn't to see how quickly we can destroy an AR-15. Eric's already told us how fast we can do that. We're trying to see how long the gun works under mostly normal operating conditions without maintenance. This is a Caldwell magazine insertion device with a fan that blows cool air down the bore. So previously we were just letting the gun sit and cool on its own. One of the guys in the comments said, hey Mac, have you seen this little Caldwell, I wish I could pronounce that right, device that helps you cool your barrel down a little bit? I said, no, found it on Amazon, bought it, we've included it in the testing. So listening to your input, we're going to do accuracy testing. We're going to use this cool little device for as long as it holds up. I've not had really good luck with such products before in the past from this company. And then downrange, we have a rubber dummy, which is brand new, yet to be shot, and it's one of their new double thick rubber dummies. And we're going to shoot at that, and we're going to see how well the rubber dummy holds up to thousands and thousands and thousands of rounds of 5.56. All right, so now that we've tried to better explain things, let's get into the shooting. We have 1,000 rounds of Federal 223 ammunition. And I'd like to thank the guys at Federal for supporting us here at the channel. They send us the ammunition for free of charge to do things like this. And so we're going to load, we already have the magazines loaded, I should say, right here. And we have a mix of Lancer magazines, just like last time. These are the exact same mags. And we have some Sure Feeds. Let me find one of those here. Sure Feeds that we're going to be using. And that's it. These are the exact same mags as what we used last time, so we're kind of guess testing magazines as well. All right, guys, let's break the action open. Let's get the scope mounted. Let's get the gun zeroed. Let's shoot a quick group and see what we get. And then let's burn through another 1,000 rounds. In future videos, we're going to bump it up. We're going to do 2,000 rounds per video. This one, we're going to keep it at 1,000 because we're changing the configuration of the rifle, and I've already talked far too long. Let's get started. Let's get the BCM all set up for doing our test group here. Uh-oh, there we go. All right, remove my MRO, which is just on a Midwest Industries quick detach mount. Make sure the weapon's empty. And all right, well, we got a group, and we'll go with that. We'll try to measure that group here, and then I'll get it dialed in with the next 10 rounds, and then we'll start with our accuracy testing. But this is going to take a little bit because we're quite a bit down and a little bit to the left. But we got a group to start off with for our baseline. All right, guys, here we go. Another 1,000 rounds. By the way, this is a Trijicon VCOG. I don't think I named it by name earlier. That Lancer fits a little tight. So I have the VCOG turned down to about 1.5 power, and I'm running it both eyes open. OK Industries Sure Feed. Weapons on safe. Grab this cool little tool here. Stick that into the magazine well. You see it pop through here? And now it's blowing air down the barrel of the rifle. We'll let that run for a couple of minutes and we'll resume shooting. Really quick, guys, this is a rubber dummy. The guys over at Rubber Dummies do supply these targets to us for free, so that's just a full disclosure. But this is one of their new products, and this is the first time we've had it out to the range. This product is about twice as thick as the original rubber dummy. You can see this sucker is really big, thick, and heavy. So these are awesome targets. You'll see people all over the internet using them now. They've really done good marketing these things because they really are solid targets. Typically, you can get 3,000–4,000 rounds out of them. I've noticed if you shoot center of mass a lot and you're a good shot, you're going to shoot the center of it out, but it won't really destroy the structural integrity of the target. You can put a t-shirt over them, you can put a hat on them, whatnot. But this is what we're going to shoot at. Brand new, double thick, new product from Rubber Dummy. And we're just going to see how this bad guy holds up to only Lord knows how many 223/556 rounds. Barrel's cooled off, and let's resume our testing. I will say, using this VCOG like this takes some getting used to. The eye box is a bit weird for me. More of a red dot guy. Don't have much use for magnified optics. Shoot him in the face. Yeah, I want to go back to a red dot. I'm hearing and seeing some horrific flashes, much lower thud. Don't know what that is. Everything seems to be fine. But anyway, another 5 mags down. Let's cool her off. See if I can shoot his hat off. Nope. Rocking him around a little bit. All right, 5 mags down. Let's cool her off. Again, no lubricant since we first lubed it when we started this whole exercise, and we will not clean it or lubricate it till it fails. We're gonna bump it up to 6 mags between breaks, thanks to our handy dandy little barrel cooler. Believe it or not, I'm rocking the target by shooting him in the face. Just trying to shoot that hat off. The Mirage is ferocious. Another reason I'm not a big fan of magnified optics. All right, 6 mags down. Let's cool this sucker off. She is warm even with gloves on. Looking good though. Gosh, I could wipe this thing off and it would still, whoa, that was hot. Wipe it off, it'd still look brand new. Shall we resume? Whew. It's warm. All right, man, that is toasty. Woo! One more round. All right, guys, this is the last of them. We have 6 30 rounders and 1 20 rounder. and 20. I think it's 20, thereabouts. And she's hot. And that is another 1,000 rounds down the pipe. A couple of things that we've noticed about the BCM rifle, and some of you have noticed this as well. I've read the comments. The gun seems to be a wee bit overgassed, and I'm fine with that. Overgassed rifles tend to be more reliable. The other thing that we've noticed is the gun has very consistent ejection. So our first 1,000 round test, this is the brass left over from that. You can see it's a bit discolored, and it's all landing right in that area. All right. Here's the brass, nice and shiny and fresh from today. Again, all in a nice little pile. And for those of you that are asking if you can have the brass, absolutely, come get it. So we're 2,045 rounds into our testing of our BCM rifle. I've gone ahead and taped it up again. All right, guys, and we have the date on here, 423. Yes, I know we can tear the tape off. It's more symbolic than anything. You're just gonna have to trust us that we're not cleaning the rifle, which is the point of the videos. We're trying to show you guys how far this rifle will go without cleaning or lubrication. Yeah, Mr. Rubber Dummy. So how are we doing here? So this was his first range session, and he has 1,000 rounds through him. And it looks pretty good here in the front. This is our double thick guy. As we turn him around here, though, you're gonna notice Mr. Rubber Dummy is getting eaten up by those 5.56s. Now, we haven't seen this type of destruction on our thinner rubber dummies. This double thick one seems to allow those bullets to tumble before they exit, and they're taking huge chunks out of the target. So you can see here in the head, it is really, really chewed up. So for rifles, you may want to consider the thinner rubber dummy, because this one doesn't seem to be doing so well with the 5.56. But we would like to thank the guys from Rubber Dummies for sending this out to us for the testing. We'd like to thank again Federal for supplying the ammunition for our testing. BCM, Federal, nobody is paying us to do this. They did donate ammunition. We did get a target donated, but we are 100% viewer supported. And if you would like to support us in our efforts to bring you unbiased, honest information, you can do that by becoming a Patreon supporter. We do have a link down below. So follow that link, check it out, join us for some live streams. We're also Twitch gamers. If you would like to join us on a Twitch live stream, become a Patreon, send us a note, tell me what your username is. We'll add you on the PSN network. We play on the PS4, and you can join us live on a Twitch stream. Also, if you'd like to support us, a great way to do that is to swing by Copper Custom, where we do sell BCM products there, and you can pick up a BCM rifle if you'd like to, or anything else that you might find in our store. Guys, thanks for 11 years of support, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Next time, 2,000 rounds per video until we cause it to puke. Thanks, guys.